Yes, good day everyone. So now we will be tackling applications of derivatives. So first is the maxima and minima and the other one is time rates. So karon atong storyaan is ang maxima and minima una. So here are some steps in solving a maxima and minima problems. First is you identify the constant. So kung unsa ang constant sa problem? For example, cost of fencing, uh, the width of a rectangle. So mga inana no mga constant. So number 2 is to identify the variable to be maximized or minimized. For example, si area ang maximum value niya or yes, minimum value. Then number 3 is to express this value in terms of the other relevant variables. So for example, naka-equation area. So you're going to make it as a function of x and y. Number 4, if the function shall consist of more than one variable expressed in terms of one variable, so using the conditions in the problem, so for example, a is equal to f of x, and then the last one, differentiate and equate to 0. So to further understand, let us have an example about maxima and minima. So find the dimensions of a rectangle with perimeter 1000 meters so that the area of a rectangle is maximum. Okay. So this one is very easy. No? First step is identify the constant. So ang pangipangita is ang dimensions of a rectangle. So we all know that the dimensions of a rectangle is length. Sorry. So this is the length, this is the width. So let's make it as a function of y. Let x as the length and y as the width, no? Para mas easier atong pag-differentiate since we are using daily sa mathematics or sa calculus ang x and y na function. So, the formula of the area of a rectangle is length times width or xy. And then we have the perimeter as 1000 meters given siya. And we know that the formula for the perimeter is 1000. 1000 is equal to 2 times length plus 2 times width, right? So that's the formula of the perimeter. P is equal to 2L plus 2W. Therefore, we can simplify this equation. Okay, and then let's express this one in terms of y. So y is equal to 500 minus x. Nganong in terms of y man? Because i-differentiate nato siya with respect to x. So, pag nakuha na nato ni na equation, we will substitute equation 1 at equation 2. So, therefore, area is equal to si x is x, then 500 si y minus x. 500 minus x. So, therefore, ang atong goal was to let the area, no, in terms of y. So, gilet na to si area in terms of y. Okay? So, therefore, we can have this equation as area is equal to 500x minus x squared. Then, the last step of maxima and minima problem is to differentiate with respect to x. So, that's 500 minus 2x. Then, equate to 0. So, since there is only one value of x, isa lang ka value of x, right? Oo. So, we can have this one as our maximum value automatically. Later on, nato example na pangitaon sa nato si maximum value, minimum value before nato i-substitute diretso sa given. So, kani, automatic na si x is 250 meters. What about y? So, si y, makuha nato si y diretso, no? So, 500 minus 250 equals y from kanina equation. So, si y is equal to 250 meters. Therefore, this is not a rectangle. This is a square with dimensions 250 meters and 250 meters. So, since Ang giingon is find the dimensions of a rectangle. So these are your final answers. Okay? So very easy, no? Now let's go with number 2. A long strip of tin 30 centimeters wide is to be made into a gutter with rectangular cross sections. Kung wala mo sa gutter, kanang gutter kanang magasalo sa ulan, di ba? Nya, tin daw, it's like a bakal. So, piluon daw siya, no? Turning up equal widths along the edges. So, gipilo kani siya ang katong gipilo. Nahimo na siya ginani, no? So, dili siya realistic. Sige, kaya mas taas. Pero, mo gini siya, no? Kani, kana, pareha na sila. Pagpilo, pilo. Kani po gipilo, ana. So, we are going to find the depth of the gutter which yields the greatest carrying capacity. So, yields the greatest carrying capacity meaning the maximum value. So, unsang maximum value ni X? Muna siya ang ginapangita karon. Kaya ano man daw, depth of the gutter, kalalom sa gutter, which is kani. Huh? Now, to get that one, we're going to formulate formulas. So, this is a rectangle, right? So, the formula of a rectangle is x and y gapon. This is x, this is y. And we can also get another equation. This one is 30 centimeters in totality. According sa problem, kaning tin daw, 13 centimeters daw ni siya. Ang gipilo lang ang duha ka edges na imong x. So, therefore, duha ka x, no? Tapos, so, x man na siya, then, isa ka y is equal to 30. I hope na gets na siya, no? Duha ka x, isa ka y kay 30 in totality. So, nakakuha tag equation 2. So, itong pangita is x. So, 30 minus 2x, mo na siya itong equation 2. So, substitute 2 to equation 1. That's area is equal to x times 30 minus 2x. So, pag i-differentiate mo siya, isa lang yapon ka value imong makuha. Because, 30 minus 4x. So, isa lang yapon, di ba? So, 0 is equal to 30 minus 4x. So, therefore, automatic na siya na that value is the maximum. So 4x equals 30. So that's divided by 4. X is approximately or is equal rather to 7.5. Let's use calculator kung sure ba ni. Okay. So therefore that's your final answer. 7. So kana man ginapangita si x which is ang kalalom sa napilo na tin can which is ang depth of the gutter. Kanisa number 3. Find the sum or the sum of two positive numbers is 2. Find the smallest value possible for the sum of the cube of one number and the square of the other. Medyo no split siya, no? So sum of two positive numbers daw is 2. So x ug y gapunta, no? Sige ta xy. So, smallest value possible which is ang minimum atong ginapangita. For the sum of the cube, sum of the cube of one number daw. So, cube of one number plus the square of the other. So, let that be our z. Okay, this is 2 and that is z. So, ang ginapangita karon nato is ang smallest value possible for the sum of, so ang smallest value ani, no? Smallest possible value ana na number. So how are we going to get that? So we are going to derive this. Pag derive na niya with respect to x is 3x squared plus 2y dy over dx or y prime. Okay? Then, equate this one into 0. Okay? Nganong gi-derive nato siya diretso? Because you cannot simply get any value from this to this, no? this is a 3 variable and this is only 1. So pag inana, mangita tag pamaagi atong i-derive ng second equation. So therefore, that's 3x squared equals 2y y prime. Okay? So si y prime karon makuha nato siya sa equation 1, no? So y prime or y first is equal to 2 minus x. So dy over dx, or with respect to x, y prime is equal to negative 1. So therefore, negative 3x squared is equal to 2y times negative 1. Then, this is negative 3x squared is equal to negative 2y. Divide both sides by negative 2. So, therefore, the value of y is 3 halves x squared. Okay? So, na naka-value sa y, masubstitute na nimo siya diretso sa equation 1. Ganina, di pa nato siya masubstitute since tulo ka variables siya, no? Dili siya directly ma-eliminate ang variables to get values x and y. So therefore, at equation 1, substitute at equation 1, x plus 3 halves x squared is equal to 2. So 3 halves plus 1, sige, so ano na to, no, para dito maglisod. Multiply both sides by 2. So 2x plus 6x at 3x squared, is equal to 4. So naka 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. Use your calculators to get two values of x. Now, duha ka values ang x yung makuha. So first one is x is 0.8685. Ang isa is negative 1.5352. Kinsa sa ila si minimum o kinsa sa ila si maximum. So I've taught you already how to get the maximum and minimum of a function. Pero karon, I want you to murag kanang manually do it, no? By manually doing it, what I mean is that we are going to use both of them, and then afterwards i-eliminate nato sa ila kung kisang mas dako mo to ang dili answer, kung kisang mas gamay mo to ang answer. So we are going to use this one and this one to substitute it sa kanina equation to get the value of y. Kaya na naman value of x, makita na pa nato si value of y para ma-substitute nato siya dire sa equation 2, because ang pangita is find the value possible, smallest value possible for the sum of the cube. So si z atong ginapangita. So y is equal to 3 halves times 0.8685 squared. It's 1.1315. So kani siya is ano? So kani at x negative 1.5352, your y is 3 halves times negative 1.5352 squared. So your y is 3.535 3 na lang diretso, no? Round off. Okay, so substitute nato sila duha sa equation 2. So z is equal to x cubed plus y squared. So z equals, so first is kanisa na values. So 0.8685 cubed plus 1.1315 squared. Kanang isa, negative 1.5352 squared, cube rather, plus 3.5353 squared. So, by using our calculator, the first one is 1.9354. Compare nato asa mas gamay sa ilang duha, sumoto ato ang answer. Kani siya is cube plus 3.5353 squared. Okay, the answer is 8.88. 012. The question is smallest value possible. So smallest value possible, therefore this will be our final answer. So this is ang smallest value possible number na makuha nato to get the cube of the number and the square of the other number. So guys, I know it's when I was also a student, I used to have difficulties in Maxima and Minima. So what I did was I've read books, watched more tutorials, no examples para ma-enhance ang akong skills in solving problems. So I hope na dili lang mo mag-settle sa akong lecture. You read your modules, do anything that you can para mapasar ang quizzes and exams. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.